Welcome back, everybody. So how do you get rid of toxic friends or Debbie Downers? How do you know if you have one? Well, you can be drained emotionally, and that's when you know you have a toxic friend. And here with some tips is Dr. Patrick Scott. How you doing? Happy New Year.
Awesome. Happy New Year to you. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, too. You're not a Debbie Downer.
I am not.
No. You're always positive.
Hopefully. Positive, upbeat. Mm-hmm. So, toxic friends. How do you know?
Yeah, how do you?
When you see their number on your phone, you squint and feel something.
You have a sigh.
You have a sigh.
Yeah.
You may not want to answer the phone. After you spend time with them, you feel like you've had a wet blanket on you for a while.
Right.
And these are people that tend to not give back a whole lot. You know, friendship is about reciprocity, friendship is about give and take, and certainly we need to be there for our friends, and they need to be there for us, and it's a mutual relationship. If you have people in your life where you either feel a sense of resentment, or exhaustion, or anxiety, or you don't feel good, they don't lift you up, it's time to reevaluate the relationship.
What if it gets misconstrued with jealousy? You know, maybe you think that they're weighing you down and they're bad and they're toxic, but it's just because you envy them. Is that possible?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. If you have negative feelings at all, any sort of negativity, the best thing to do, and we talk about 4 tips today, set boundaries. Talk about with them what your needs are. Not in a psychological sense. It doesn't have to be a heavy-duty conversation.
Okay.
But when you're with them, just say, I feel like I'm not getting everything I need out of this friendship. Can we talk about how to do this better? And have friendships that are reciprocal, meaning they're mutual. They go both ways. And certainly jealousy plays into it. Either you're maybe envious or jealous of their accomplishments. Maybe you'd like some help. Ask for help. Okay. You don't have to necessarily end the relationship for that.
Well, yeah, you're not quitting, so that's good. So that's one. Anything else?
Well, 2, if in fact you've tried to set boundaries, you've said no, they've asked you, and there's so many examples that many of us have had where they only call you when they need your truck.
Right.
They only need help when they're moving. They only call you when they need to borrow money.
They only call you when you're living in Las Vegas.
They only call you when they need a place to stay and you're living in Las Vegas. And so it's really okay to say no. And so the first thing is starting to set boundaries. Second thing is have the talk. If in fact you feel like you're being taken advantage of, rather than writing them off completely, have the talk. See if they're open to having a conversation about the reciprocity in the relationship. Okay. And that's really important, because relationship and friendship goes both ways. Number 3, sometimes, and this isn't, I don't know, it's not necessarily responsible. Sometimes we drift apart. Friends, for whatever reason, we get married, we have kids, we're not seeing each other. It's really okay to just let it go. Yeah. You don't have to have the big talk. You don't have to set the boundaries. There doesn't have to be any real drama. You just simply either stop returning their calls, stop answering, and just let nature take its course.
Yeah. Or just blame your spouse or something.
Blame your spouse, right? Absolutely. Right. Now, the 4th thing around friends and getting rid of toxic friends really is when someone has violated your values. When you believe that they are engaged in something that is illegal, immoral, unethical, that just flies in the face of who you say you are, that's the time where you really have to cut it off. Okay. So if you feel that their behavior, whether toward you or in general, is causing you're in danger, either legally or physically, that something is happening, they have done something to betray you in a real significant sense, it's time to cut the cord. Absolutely. It's time to let them go.
All right, Dr. Patrick Scott, good stuff. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You know who did that, Rachel, a lot was Brandon Walsh. Did you notice? He always took a stand.
You mean like from the Peach Pit? You mean like not to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was always a good friend to everybody too, but he was very moral.
Yes.
But I always think that you're kind of like Brandon Walsh, but...
Dancing.
I don't even know what y'all talking